are 15 facts about Albert Einstein you might not have heard before. Einstein's fascination with physics was lifelong. Beginning at age 5, Einstein became captivated by the invisible forces that moved the needle of his compass, according to the American Physical Society. That led to a lifelong quest to explain those invisible forces. At the age of 12, he taught himself geometry. To study, he read out of a textbook, which he dubbed his Holy Geometry Book and Second Miracle. He wasn't well liked by his teachers. One of the instructors at the Luitpold Gymnasium in Munich, where Einstein received much of his early education, told the young Einstein that nothing good would ever come of his life. Einstein played the violin. At 5 years old, his mother signed him up for lessons. At first, he didn't enjoy playing at all, according to the American Nuclear Society. But after discovering Mozart, he developed a love for the hobby and played into his old age. He wrote his first scientific paper at the age of 16. Titled On the Investigation of the State of the Ether in a Magnetic Field, the essay asked how magnetic fields impact ether, the theoretical substance that at the time was believed to transmit electromagnetic waves. Einstein was a pacifist. At 16, he left Germany to escape mandatory military service. Later, he was one of only 4 German intellectuals to openly declare their opposition to German participation in World War I, calling nationalism the measles of the human race. He was friends with Charlie Chaplin. Chaplin even invited Einstein and his wife, Elsa Einstein, as his guests of honor at the premiere of his 1931 film City Lights. There, Chaplin famously told Einstein, "The people applaud me because everybody understands me, and they applaud you because no one understands you." Einstein believed in God. However, he didn't believe in a personal God that answered prayers. Instead, he thought that God revealed himself through the harmony of the universe. God does not play dice, he famously wrote. Einstein was a target for the Nazis. They sponsored conferences and book burnings against Einstein and labeled his theories Jewish physics. In 1933, Einstein fled Germany to escape Nazi death threats, settling first in Britain and then eventually in Princeton, New Jersey. At the start of World War II, he wrote to then-President Franklin D. Roosevelt, warning of possible German nuclear weapons research. He urged the president to initiate development of an atomic bomb, but later regretted doing so, according to the American History of Natural History. In an interview with Newsweek, he said, "Had I known that the Germans would not succeed in developing an atomic bomb, I would have done nothing." Einstein was asked to be the president of Israel. However, when he was offered the position in 1952, he was already near the end of his life, according to the American Museum of Natural History. Due to his poor health and lack of experience dealing properly with people, he declined. Einstein didn't wear socks. Black holes weren't the only holes this physicist vehemently disagreed with. Because socks invariably develop holes, he disliked them to such an extent that he refused to wear them, according to the American Nuclear Society. Einstein's brain was stolen. After his death in 1955, pathologist Thomas Harvey dissected and stole Einstein's brain during an autopsy. Harvey, who wanted to discover the anatomical secrets of genius, eventually received permission from Einstein's son to use the brain for scientific research. His birthday is Pi Day. March 14 is a special date because written numerically, it matches the first 3 digits of mathematical constant pi, 3.14. However, that's not the only reason it's significant. It's also the birthday of Einstein, who was born in 1879. INSTIN, INVNTD, a refrigerator. The contraption, which he developed alongside colleague Leo Szilard, didn't require motors or coolant. Instead, it used boiling butane to suck energy from a compartment, lowering the temperature inside.